Welcome to day 2 of pretending I'm a carpenter and building my dream built-ins from scratch. I needed some 3/4 inch plywood for the cabinet carcasses, so I went to Lowe's to get it. Thankfully, I brought my husband's old truck because when I got there, their saw was broken and I ended up having to bring the sheet of plywood home all in one piece. Now, I do not have much experience with the circular saw, and I know that's a surprise seeing as how I'm constantly on the table saw and the miter saw and all other kinds of saws. So what you see here is me learning how to do this as I go. Hindsight, I wish I had clamped a long board to this so that I could have a guide. So after I ripped everything down to the length that I needed, I took it to the table saw and then I had to square things up and then do the cross cuts. So this was definitely an extra step I could have avoided had I prepared better. The next thing I needed to do is create a rabbet joint at the bottom of each of the side panels of my cabinet carcasses. I did that by figuring out exactly where the top of my rabbet joint should start and then creating a groove along that spot. And then I moved my fence over little bit by little bit with each pass of the wood as to slowly eat away the wood between my groove and the edge of the panel. And I had to repeat this same process for all 6 of my side boards. When I got down to the end to where my fence was very, very close to my blade, I was left with this little sliver of wood that I could just break off. Then what I did was just take it perpendicular to the blade and gently run it back and forth over it. It looks scary and unsafe, but I promise it was okay. It was only removing the tiniest sliver of wood. And this was only just to even out all the ridges from all the different passes. You can only do this safely if you haven't touched your blade depth or changed it in any way. And here are all my little rabbet joints. I got them all finished, and that was all I was able to get done this day. I forgot to get my 1/4 inch plywood for the back panels, so I can't move any further. So come back for tomorrow for day 3, and we'll finish making these cabinet carcasses.